Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good night, wherever you are. Okay. Um, so this is a bit slocky and I tried to plan this out, but I am very, very bad at planning speaking videos, especially when I'm flying solo. Uh, but the judgmental bastard known as Santa has probably planned to send me coal or possibly worse this Christmas season, um, because he doesn't like smartassery. So, fortunately, Zanta Claus has decided to make up for it by sending me a bag of goodies. In exchange, I must put my palate to the test and critique this bag of treats, which I have done which I am about to do so gladly. As I pull out a bag of, well, we call them chips over here, but I know that across the pond they call them crisps. Okay. Yep, potato crisps. We would call them chips. We don't have this brand over here, so this might be a new experience. This is Sensations, balsamic and vinegar, and caramelized onion. I like vinegar, but you're probably going to see me blink a lot at this because vinegar tends to be I feel like I got a hair in my eye here. Vinegar is a very strong flavor for me. And, I don't know what it is. I've eaten strong flavored stuff, but for some reason, vinegar tends to be one of those things that absolutely just goes over the top for me for whatever reason. So let's see if the vinegar of the UK is kinder to me than US. All right. Well, they look like normal. Oh God. Yep. Okay. My nose does not like that. Oh my God. Okay. Maybe I should have held the bag a little away from my face. God. Yep. I like I said, I do like vinegar, but it's about the same as sticking your nose in a jar of mustard. Oh my God. God, I hotboxed myself. Okay. Looks like a normal potato chip. Now it did get sent across the Atlantic, so it's like they actually made it pretty well, considering they got shipped across the Atlantic. So hats off to the package handlers for being very kind to the package and not absolutely destroying it, because when I pulled out a bag of chips / crisps, I was fully expecting it to be powder, and maybe having to use it as a topping on something. But all right, here we go. Ooh, I love the crunch. All right, that's not as strong as I was expecting it to be. I can taste the caramel onions far more than I expected to. The caramelized onions. Oh yeah, I like those. That is nice. Because yeah, we have salt and vinegar chips over here that I've tried several brands, and I like the flavor, but oh my God, I have to eat like half a bag before my eyes stop watering. Ooh. And I mean, like the little itty bitty dinky bags that we have over here that are like, only the camera doesn't really portray size that well, but maybe only like one of the little mini bags, like the fun sized ones. Also crunchier than I expected it to be. Basically, if you took like, hi kitty, oh my kitty's over here. Yes, yes, wave your butt in front of the camera. Oh no, where did everybody go? Go away, cat, go away. Oh no, what happened? Oh, okay, sorry, everything turned off on my video for a second there. Zanta, I do apologize for that brief cat-induced intermission. Um, but yeah. Man, I like these. Okay, I might actually use these as like a palate cleanser. Speaking of which, I should have gotten some water. Alrighty. Okay, I like these. I thought I had a clip over here somewhere that I could clip the, close this up because, obviously I'm not going to eat the entire bag while I'm. So I'm trying to roll it up. Oh, man. All right. I didn't prepare for this. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm going to get a bag clip so that doesn't accidentally end up spilling out everywhere. I'm going to grab some water as a palate cleanser. 2 seconds. What, kitty? Okay, sorry about that. 2 seconds. All right, I got my mug. Got a little clip here. Goes off to the side. My cat is being an ass. You have a fluffy butt right now. Seriously? You got the zoomies? No, go away. No. You are not going to hop up here. All right. My cat is a little jealous because I am speaking, and it's not to him. No, come on. I don't want to spend the entire video doing this. I really don't want to spend the entire video doing this. All right. So, they had a lovely texture, a lovely crunch. They were actually thicker than chips that we have over here that look similar. And yeah, I was actually rather surprised that the caramelized onion was not overpowered by the vinegar. It really wasn't. I actually, especially when you bite in, you taste the onion far more than you would expect, but it blends really well. My big mug. All right. So let's see here. I'm not looking. I'm trying not to. All right, this feels a little. Okay. Round cheese random. Round trees, not round cheese. Although I do like round cheese. Round trees randoms. Festives. More random than a sheep on skates. That is not my assessment. That is on here. That is what the polar bear is telling me. I love that the polar bear is insisting more random than a sheep on skates when it's a talking polar bear. That's probably part of the joke. Let's see here. Oh, there's the tear line. Okay, let's see here. I'm imagining some sort of fruit chew. Smells like it. All right, well, since they're random, I'm not going to pick a flavor or anything like that. They look like little fishies. Oh, I see why they're... Okay, I got a green fishy. Okay, they have the same texture as gummy bears. I'm actually I'm not entirely sure what citrus flavor that's supposed to be. And like I said, this might take a minute to get through because they have the same texture as gummy bears, and my apartment's a little chilly, so that's making them a little more interesting to chew. I mean, not unappealing. I actually like this. What is that? That's gonna drive me crazy. What is that? I have no idea what that's supposed to be. It's citrus, I can tell that, but I don't know. It's like I was a little afraid that it was going to be like sour apple because that's like the one flavor I can't. I really don't like, but like Granny Smith or something like that. It wasn't that. I don't know. Kind of tastes like pear. It was weird. Okay, so now I got the little piggy. And the lighting's kind of bad in my apartment too, so I got a little piggy here and little piggy. Actually, let me see if I can turn my light up a little bit. Nope, that's down. Okay. Well, still looks rather orange. Looks orange on my screen, but it's a little piggy. That's clearly orange. Okay. What, man? It's like could have an orange color that you would be expecting, and it turns out to be like Bertie Bott's every flavor beans, and I get earwax instead. I don't know. Pulled out another pig, and it's red. Do I dare? I hope I hope my chewing noises aren't too loud on this. I can hear them inside my head because of the headphones, and it's just like, oh god, I really hope that that's not coming through too much on the mic. That's strawberry. Okay, I like those. That's one bag. I wish that they were resealable. But that bag's actually staying shut, so I don't have to like try and get another clip, so I don't have to be interrupted again. Okay, hang on. It keeps popping out on you. What is this? Oh, let's see here. Ooh, Cadbury. That's a name that I know, although I'm willing to bet that the ingredients over here are different from the ingredients elsewhere. Cadbury, dairy milk, and it just says the classic creamy taste. Okay, Cadbury dairy milk. So this says that there's 4 bars. I'm not going to subject you guys to me eating what feels like a lot of chocolate in here, because that's... I mean, I'm holding it close to the camera, but still, it's like my hand is this big, so it's God, left and right is so weird on camera. Yeah, it's like as long as my hands. I mean, granted, I don't have particularly large hands, but still. That's a lot of chocolate. Again, sort of like with the with the crisps and everything else, I'm not about to subject everybody to me sitting here now. Okay, this was just one. Oh my god. All right, yeah, I am. Well, the rest of these are sealed, and my cat is going apeshit. You, calm down. You, calm down. Seriously, come on. I know you got the zoomies, but come on. He normally gets those out of his system by around like 6:30, and right now it is 9:15. Come here. Okay, you. This is Miles. This this is the crazy and somewhat annoyed looking kitty that is darting around everywhere with his tail all bottle brushy, though it probably deflated the moment I picked him up. Yes, you're my adorable little fluffy butt. Yes. Yes, okay. So for a moment here, we're gonna have a little intermission while I pet my kitty like a very, very low rent Bond villain. Yes, this is my precious kitty. I'm not holding him that tight. He's just he just doesn't want to be picked up right now because he's zoomy afflicted, aren't you? Now I'm about to eat chocolate. I know that's bad for kitties, so go away. Ow. So your tail is nice and deflated, but I need you to calm down. Alrighty then. Do not hop up here. Alrighty. So Cadbury dairy milk. We're going to see how these are. Alright, solid chocolate. Oh, I love this chocolate. It's sweeter than the chocolate that I was expecting. Because, it's like we have some Cadbury stuff over here. We do have Cadbury over here, but between the places, I'm pretty sure that there's at least a slight difference in ingredients, and even if it is just a slight difference, if it's a slight difference, it makes a difference in flavor and the texture. That's smoother than what I've had over here. That's smoother, sweeter. Delightful. Let's see here. Kitty. I mean, it's like I grew up eating, I grew up eating a Hershey and stuff like that, and I like those. I do. But Hershey, my cat is standing on the bed with a fluffy tail, and I am waiting for him to do something crazy. Hershey's great, but it has a weird after effect where my mouth feels slightly gritty afterwards, and I don't get that here. So yeah, that was nice. I'm gonna keep enjoying that. I'm glad that I got sent such a large amount. All right. Again, I'm trying not to look into the bag here. You're being an ass, and I need you to stop. Okay. Says the proclamation of extra special. Pigs in blankets, hand-cooked crisps. Rich and meaty flavor with a hint of smokiness, made with British potatoes. Okay. So here we go. I have no idea what to expect here because we don't have this over here. And that kind of, we don't have anything like this over here that I've necessarily seen, or if we do, well, I mean, in my defense, I haven't really been looking for it. Oh, there's my crazy ass cat. Yes, you're a crazy ass cat. Oh, it actually has a smoke smell. It's like cheese. It's like, I mean, yeah, that actually kind of like smells a bit like a log fire. That's actually really cool. I wasn't expecting that from chips. A bit sweeter than I was expecting. Reminds me a bit more of ham than bacon, but uh, they said meaty flavor, and they weren't kidding. Um, Again, I love the texture. Um, your thin crisps are actually a bit thicker than the ones that um, we have over here. So nicer crunch. That's actually really satisfying. Yeah, the slightly thicker chip or crisp um, actually gives it a nicer texture. Um, it's hard to explain though. Trying to, dude, seriously. All right. It has a really nice texture, actually. It's hard to. I'm trying to think of a comparison. I'm failing miserably. But it's the same texture that I had from the, or I mean, definitely a different flavor, but it's the same texture that I had from the vinegar and caramelized onion chips that I had first. So yeah, I like these. I mean, you know, when I smelled them, I was almost expecting something more like mesquite barbecue that we have over here, or something like that. And it's just like, oh no, this is this is actually better. Mm. Because I have like, you'll eat barbecue chips over here, and it's almost like they try to knock you out with the, you know, with the barbecue part of it. And I can actually, you know, I can actually taste more of the potato in these than I do with the chips over here. Um, which, you know, if you're eating potato chips, you'd think that you're supposed to eat potato chip. You're supposed to taste the potato, um, and you can do more so with these. So yeah, yeah, I like that. All of these are all of these thus far have been. Let's see here. I suppose I should be rating these. The On a scale of 1 to 10, vinegar and caramelized onion. Um, I'd probably have like an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. The gummies, and it's more because I'm not overly fond of the I'm not overly fond of the gummy texture. Um, is more like a 7 out of 10 because they had a nice flavor. Um, and the pigs in a blanket chips are, yeah, I would probably put those at, yeah, 8 out of 10, just like with the other ones. Nah, 9. I like them. Um, oh, and the Cadbury Dairy Milk. Oh wait, we do have that over here. It's just, yeah, over here the Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate that now that I think about it, I have had, but manufactured over here. is, it's a bit more like eating Hershey. So, yeah, that chocolate was actually really good. 10 out of 10. Who am I kidding? And again, chocolate's one of my favorite flavors. All right. Oh, I opened it before I. Okay, this is another pack of randoms. These are called juicers, and I have a bear proclaiming that they have liquid-filled awesomeness. So here's hoping that doesn't look like it became very messy. So I was like, oh dear, how careful do I have to be with this? Let's see if I can get the bears. Okay, I have too much glare from my light right now. There we go. Liquid-filled awesomeness. So our labeling over here tends to say, made with real fruit juice, and then it's just like, and then you look at it more closely, it says like with 5% real fruit juice. It's like, okay, technically you are correct that it is made with real fruit juice, but that is not a very high percentage. So no, I'm not gonna start critiquing the ingredients. It's I'm willing to bet that's probably not as bad as over here. So, all right. I got something that is red on one layer, white on the bottom layer. So, and it looks like a strawberry. So I'm expecting some, candy imitation of strawberries and cream, but we'll see because I'm kind of leery of the title randoms. Well, they say liquid, but honestly, it's more like jelly. Definitely very citrusy, even more citrusy than the last last bag that I tried. That one was definitely some, at the risk of sounding like I'm trying to make a bad pun, some flavor of berry, but they like the last one had a little fishy, but that was a little strawberry, and this is a little orange piggy. So yeah, okay, I'll eat the little piggy. That's the one that went to market. Very orangey. Okay, this is a bundle of grapes, but still orange. And it still tastes like orange too. I was a little bit leery about something that said that it was liquid filled. It's just like, okay, how much of a mess is this potentially going to make? All right, I like these. Just like with the last ones, I would still put them at like 7 out of 10. They're absolutely pure sugar. It's I did kind of like throw stuff from the package into another bag, so I only got like a little glance at what I I threw it into a poor imitation sack, so I could kind of stick with the Santa theme, but I didn't really get much of a look at. I tried not to really look at what anything was here, so So I knew that there was a box of some kind. I just wasn't expecting it. I was like, oh, okay, Terry's chocolate orange. But down here it says exploding candy. Now, I've watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I've had an entirely different view on what exploding candy is now. Or was it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? The old one, the one with Gene Wilder in it. So this is a Terry's chocolate orange, and it has exploding candy written on it, which it's like, okay, cute little packaging here. Love the shocked penguin here. And I know what these are. They you unwrap them. They look like an orange like that's been cut up into slices, and it's if it's like it is over here in the U.S., it is chocolate and orange. In fact, my mom loves these, and they come out around Christmas time. And I have one that I can put up side to side with this. Now, this is what the packaging looks like over here. I realize that the glare from my light is a little intense, and I'm sorry about that, but this is what the packaging looks like over here. This is what you see on shelves when Christmas time is rolling around. They are a holiday gift over here, and our packaging is far more boring. I'm not going to break this one open and do a comparison because this is a gift for Mom. However, I will definitely not be eating this entire orange. So if I wrap this, the rest of this one up, I'm going to take it out to my mom, and we can do a taste test at some point. But sadly, that will not be on camera because my mom does not like putting her face out on the internet. Now, I will say I'm kind of meh on the ones over here. We'll see what I think of one that has been flown across the pond. Oh, they have a nice bit of plastic here to make sure it doesn't roll around. Now, I say that the chips made it over here okay. Geez, that actually has some weight to it. My goodness. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. There's a nice little sticker on here that I started to peel off. I'm assuming that that's supposed to be the starting point. All righty. I'm trying to actually do this really carefully so I can potentially just wrap this back up again. All right. Okay. Unveiling it so it looks like a delicate flower, or it should be like a delicate flower, but it looks vaguely obscene. I shall let you write your own jokes. All right, I do like the thin little orange slice appearance here. I do actually enjoy that. No, I wasn't expecting crunchy bits. I was expecting I was expecting milk chocolate. I wasn't expecting like little crunchy bits in it. A little bit of crunch in there. I like it. I like it a fair bit. Again, definitely smoother than the chocolate that we have over here. Oh my god, it's like Pop Rocks. That's what those crunchy bits are. It's reacting like Pop Rocks in there a little bit. Okay, that explains the exploding candy thing. All right. All right. I was wondering about that. It's like, what if you like crack open the orange? Does it just sort of like, you know? That's what came to mind. I was not expecting something like Pop Rocks. Oh wow, I can hear that through my teeth, and it is so weird. Okay, I actually like that. I really like that because it's like I taste chocolate and orange over here, and I'm not overly fond of it. I have family members that try to mix citrus and chocolate together, and it I can see why other family members like it, but me not so much. Most of the time, I basically just want chocolate in its pure form, chocolate with something else sweet in there that is not citrus, or chocolate with like puffed rice in it, like Crunch bars and stuff like that. But okay, yeah, that's that's nice and rather unexpected explosions. What marvelous table manners I have. Yeah, not in the past. I have not been overly fond of orange and chocolate, but I would absolutely put that at a 9 out of 10. But like I said, I wrapped up the rest of the head. I'm gonna um, keep the rest of this in making sure that it's all nice and wrapped up and intact. And in a few days, I will see if my mom's willing to do a taste comparison. All right. I'm breaking my rule and looking inside the bag because I'm trying to vary up the flavors a little bit and, not have like two chocolate things back to back or two fruit things back to back or something like that, or chips or whatever. This is another bag of randoms. Zanta Claus apparently really likes randoms and to send them to people. Randoms ice cream. The polar bear on here says ice to meet you. That pun hurt my soul. Alrighty, so actually it does look like a little ice cream and cone. Trying to get that to God. My lighting is horrible. And these are really pale colors, so and I'm pale enough myself that it's like I basically every time my hips crack, I think I'm gonna glow in the dark, and the next time I walk into a dark room. But oh, what does that taste like? Oh my god, that tastes like something, and the texture's different too. It's lighter, it's fluffier. Um, hmm. I mean, it was really sweet, and then at the end there was a little bit of tartness to it. It's hard to explain. I mean, it's like, again, I want to say citrus, but it's. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, I'm gonna bite into another one just to. All right. See if I can. Come on, that's driving me crazy. Oh, there we go. You see the texture of like the cone and the, well, with the lighting here, it kind of looks like I'm. It looks like the ice cream cone's mooning everybody, but let's see here. What It tasted like something for a split second there when I first popped it in my mouth, and man, what the hell was that? It's like marshmallow, but not. I mean, they're not. It's not as gummy as the other two. It's lighter than that, and it is a bit fluffier. Um, Texture wise, it's sort of like if you squeezed a marshmallow and then it's like you ate it, you bit into it afterwards, but it's a bit like that. Um, or if you compress cotton candy, but it doesn't melt that way. Uh, I like those more than the other two. I'd put these at like 8 out of 10. Um, yeah, I don't know what to. Good lord, I've been doing this for 40 minutes. I'm sorry. Oh goodness, let's see here. What did I mean? It did flavor wise initially. It really did. It tasted a bit like marshmallow too, but it wasn't like straight up marshmallow. Okay, I mean, it has a bit of fruitiness in there. Um, in spite of the ice cream name, it does not remind me of ice cream. Really, not in the least. Beyond like the shape of the little things on there. But yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like God, that is gonna drive me crazy. What that tastes like? Oh, I hate it when I can't place a flavor. Okay. What, kitty? Kitty mewing at me. All right. And flake. Oh, Cadbury. Okay, so this is gonna have something to do with chocolate. Flake. Now, there is a store not very far from me that sells these. Um, I've never actually bought any. I keep it's like every time I'm down there, every time I go to the store, I completely forget about them. And then when I'm not there, I recall them. It's a weird bit of memory is weird. So I know that these exist, and I know that we have them here. Uh, so I'll probably have to do a comparison at some point. Cat's being crazy again. All right, this is a solid bar, so I can't cheat with like one square necessarily. I'm gonna have to straight up take a bite out of this. There's 4 bars in here. Zanta, your attempts to make me fat will fail. Believe me, I can do that on my own. Alrighty. So I'm expecting something that might be a bit messy when I bite into it. Okay, it looks rather interesting. Honestly, it looks kind of like a little cross section of like brain matter. The way that's sort of wrapped in on itself here. Come on, focus on that instead. Come on. So, interesting appearance. I didn't exactly know what to expect necessarily. I mean, it looks like someone tried to make a chocolate replica of like a stick. because that looks rather like wood. I can already tell I'm picking it up. It's not going to be particularly substantial wood, but I see why it's called flake it. Basically falls apart. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of weird how it comes apart too. It's like you can feel all these. It's like it falls apart almost immediately, and you get all these little chocolate flakes in your mouth. It feels like it. It's a bit like it melts away and becomes completely smooth, but at the same time, you can feel all the individual flakes. Very, very smooth though. Very, very smooth and very, very sweet. Yeah, I actually, I mean, again, I'm kind of a sucker for chocolate, so that is really nice. Yeah, I'm absolutely saying 10 out of 10 on that one. Because there's 4 bars here, at some point I'm gonna have to do a follow-up video where I'm gonna have to do a follow-up video where I do a comparison of the ones that I can get here versus the ones that were sent to me by the very generous Zanta. Because that flake, I'm all paranoid that I have a whole bunch of chocolate around my mouth. Hoping not making too much of a mess. Maybe get a couple of crumbs on me from that one. Maybe I shouldn't have worn such a light colored shirt. All right, let's see here. Grabbing the next thing here. Well, I said that I was going to try not to do 2 things in a row, but I don't think I have much choice in the matter because the bag's getting close to empty here. In fact, I think I only have like 1 more thing in here. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'll do those last. Alrighty. And now repack my little Zanta bag. Alright. So this is another Cadbury thing. This is called a Crunchy. Now the picture on here has already, gotten one particular candy bar in my head, called a Butterfinger. And I'm wondering if this is going to be somewhat the same. Let's see here. It's very light. Okay, so Cadbury Crunchy. Here we go. Definitely crunchy. Trying to sort out what flavor that is in the middle there. Probably says it on here. Mom, what are you? This is gonna drive me crazy. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Says it has a bit of a honeyed center, and that's actually while I was looking at the packaging, that's kind of the flavor that I was starting to get was a bit of honey. That's an interesting combination with chocolate. Because they're on their own, they are ridiculously sweet. And I can eat a lot of sugar in one go before I start, getting like the sugar shakes and stuff like that, and like start feeling a bit overly sugared and everything. But let's see here. But yeah, that has a very interesting. God, I am trying to get my camera to focus on that. Focus on that. That has a very interesting texture. Um, at first, color wise, I honestly thought that it was like going to be some iteration of, like I said, what we have over here is a Butterfinger. Definitely not flavored the same way. It was literally just in color. I can see, excuse me, I can see the, it's like how, like, how honey crystallizes. I mean, it kind of crystallizes on the sides there. That's why they're lighter and everything. But yeah, it's a fluffy. It's kind of, it's very very light. It's kind of, I mean, like the texture isn't fluffy, but like it looks like it's going to be fluffy. Um, oh God, what? I mean, it tastes like honey and chocolate. To me. Then again, my taste is a little weird. Um, so now let's see here. I'm trying to think of a texture that's close to this. Texture wise is a bit. I don't know. If you cut down their mass by half, they have they remind me of the texture of, like, the crunchy insides of this candy that we have here called Whoppers. Um, they have malted centers. They're just basically these chocolate covered malted milk balls. Um, and the texture reminds me a lot of that. Yeah, it said crunchies. They're not kidding. Very very crunchy. But not hard to bite. It's like something that claims to be crunchy. It can be like, oh, okay, am I gonna break a tooth trying to like bite into this? And that was not the case. So absolutely lovely. And there's my cat with a fluffy butt going crazy again. Having his little fit because I will not acknowledge him as much as he wants me to. Okay, so let me just make sure here. Yep, the final thing, and I have heard of these, but I've never actually had them. I don't believe. After 8 winter fondants. London Design Edition. Okay, now I've already broken the bag open. I've pulled one out already in its little wrapper. So, I think it's kind of perfect that I ended with mint. So that is nice. Okay, so open the little baggie, and because I traveled, like one little flake came off, but okay, nice little bar with the name on it and everything. And it looks like just a little square of chocolate. So, no, that's nice. Dark chocolate and mint cream center. Again, very, very smooth texture with the chocolate. It tastes a lot like Andy's mints over here. In fact, they taste exactly like Andy's mints over here, but they have a better texture. That might have been because of that might be because of the filling, but because Andy's are solid. God, I need water after that. Although drinking cold water after you've had mint does kind of intensify the cold. um, yeah, that was okay. Yeah, that was nice. Very intense flavor. Very very minty. Um, Probably the most intensely flavored thing that I've had so far out of the entire ensemble. Um, but all everything that I had was very nice. I would put the winter fondant set 8 out of 10. And it's just because I prefer milk chocolate over dark chocolate. I mean, it's like it kind of seems wrong to penalize something for my personal taste as it's like, but it's like I like milk chocolate more than dark chocolate. But yeah, that was a nice way to finish things off. um so yeah, let's see here. Overall, very very nice treats. Um yeah, the gummies, I don't know, like I picked them up. I was just like, I was kind of surprised that they had the exact same texture as the gummy bears over here. I don't know why I kind of expected them to be softer than that. And yeah, I wish my apartment wasn't a bit chilly right now. Well, I mean, it's not cold to me really, but anything that responds to temperature a bit is going to respond more like it's cold. So so the gummies were more gummy than than usual. Um but yeah, awesome bag of treats. Thank you so much, Zanta Claus, for uh for your extreme generosity over here. I am absolutely going to enjoy all of these in the in the chips or crisps case. Definitely within the next day or so, because I don't want them to get stale. But everything else here, I'm going to enjoy in the days to come, because all of these are things that tend to keep very well. So chocolate lasts a while. It might get that bloom on it, but it lasts a while. Um, but again, thank you so very much. Stuffing everything back into my improvised sack here. And of course, right as the video is finishing off, my cat has gone back to his throne on high and is now just lurking. Probably because he sensed a finish to the video and me wrapping up my conversation to myself / to anyone else who ends up watching. Um, Zanta, I do apologize for any delay, but I hope that this is not too late for Christmas, and I I hope I didn't wander. I hope I didn't ramble too long, because this has hit the hour mark. Um, okay, so thank you very much for the bag of treats. Thank you very much for watching. Um, Thank you very much for putting up with my rambling and your perceived patience with my zoomy afflicted cat, who is up here and looking down on me and slightly off to the side at times. He senses the cameras on him, so now he's not looking directly at me. He is trying to pretend that he was not staring at me. Oh, yeah. Every time I look up, he looks down the hallway. It's just like, well, I'm not looking at you. Thank you for your patience and your patience in the perceived future of in dealing with me having to respond to my zoomy afflicted cat and his jealousy in me talking to a camera and to people in the future through the camera as opposed to talking solely to him. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up now. Thank you very much for watching. This will end up on NerdTube, uh, the channel that you kind of maybe sort of might have heard from, and I have completely brain farted on the slogan there. Sorry about that, guys. Um, but this will end up on NerdTube, and Santa Claus is hopefully not going to be too miffed with me with my delay. Hopefully this does well, but yeah. Good night.